Yeah, another day, another new twist in the India-Pakistan saga, and now we hear that Pakistan has retracted their statement and they're back to playing the World Cup, which is I mean, expected, right? I don't like all this for all this like the wolf crying, right? You know that nothing is true about it, and they just try to create some random pressure on ICC and BCCI. But ultimately, the revenue matters. Whatever said and done, money matters most for Pakistan. And if the tournament, if this particular match didn't go through, they would have suffered the most. So whatever human cry happened, I think Pakistan are back to where they were in the beginning. They are all traveling. They are all coming to play. The question is, will the match live up to the hype? I mean, I don't think whatever said and done in India-Pakistan match is no more that level of hype which used to happen earlier. And to be fair, it's been one sided the last 7 or 8 matches. I think one match Pakistan won. But other than that, I think even this particular match, I think the difference in talent is enormous. So I don't think the match will live up to the hype. But yeah, one good thing is we're definitely going to have a match. What are your thoughts, Shub?
No, I think the delta between the two teams, the skills, the mindset, the handling of the situation, everything is very, very. The gap is widening. Over the past few years, and although I think in the Asia Cup final, Pakistan did manage to sort of punch above their weight, I would say, and they ran India a lot closer. But again, the skill gap is fairly evident, right? So. Uh, I mean, even before that, even before talking about the hype and the game, I think whatever has happened over the past few weeks is funny and weird at the same time, right? The funny part for me was that the prime minister of a country is sort of getting involved in these kind of matters and making a statement, making appearance in the public, clearly stating that they won't play against India. And then again, after a few days, obviously there are a lot of negotiations which would be happening between ICC and the PCB. Things would come out, but again, for a prime minister to sort of give those kind of statements, and then sort of the board deciding to take a U-turn is something which is really funny, which you'll never see. Probably Donald Trump at this point of time might do that. He has got a habit of doing that, making certain statements in public, and then obviously completely making another bizarre one just to counter the first one. But again, that was weird. uh, Another important aspect, Suresh, would be the behavior, or the dare I say, behavior of the social media warriors, especially in the Pakistani side, right? They're claiming the victory again. I don't know why, how. For me, it was just like our title says, no, spat and licked. Uh, क्यों करना है सब मतलब see, one thing is very good. I think Bangladesh probably gained something out of it, without a doubt. There were heavy sanctions which were coming their way for sure. Probably they negotiated, and then that might be a good pointer from the Bangladeshi point of view. And we all know that Pakistan is currently playing their cards with keeping in mind certain scenarios, right, with respect to Bangladesh. Other
Yeah,
than that, I am really not sure what exactly Pakistan achieved out of this. And again, these are not reliable sources, or whatever we have been seeing on social
yeah,
media. We are not Pakistanis.
yeah,
We will not take judgments based on social media, but still, just to present the things which are going around on social media is, first, the handshake thing. They want Indians to handshake with them. The bilateral series and all. It's all funny. It's
yeah.
really
No,
funny.
yeah. I can't believe these are the negotiation points. That, you should give a handshake. Like, oh, if you give a handshake, we'll play the World Cup. I mean, what? I can't understand this. It's ridiculous. And even the Bangladesh part, right? I mean, if Pakistan is claiming that they negotiated on behalf of Bangladesh, look, Bangladesh is still not playing, and they have lost all the revenues. What could have happened to sanctions? What could have happened? We don't know. We don't know that ICC would have put a sanction or not. Yes, there were talks of sanctions coming in, and that sanctions probably are not happening right now. So it's basically net. There's nothing really, what do you call it, on the plate. There's no loss of Bangladesh. The actual loss of Bangladesh is the fact that the revenue loss for the Bangladesh Cricket Board, that is still there. They're not going to get paid because they're not turning up for the World Cup. So I don't know what Bangladesh or what Pakistan has really achieved by doing this. If they really wanted to stay with the Bangladeshi, they shouldn't have played this match. That would have been okay. I support your ideology. I support what you stand for. Here, claiming moral victory for something which is not really there. I mean, because Bangladesh is still losing. and so-called sanctions which would have come is now not there, which is we don't know, right? So I don't know what really victory can be claimed here. And bilateral, I cannot believe that on an ICC negotiation they were able to bring in bilaterals. Bullshit. I don't think. And why is India getting involved in all this? We won't even get involved. It's ICC being involved in this with Pakistan, right? Why are they even bringing India, Pakistan bilaterals into the picture? It's very strange. All the points of the game that are brought up for negotiations seem to be very strange. Is what I feel.
I mean, it was funny, मतलब वो वैसी चीज हो गई कि I came, I was reading that meme somewhere, boss employee comes back to the home and says कि boss asks employee कि tomorrow there is a meeting and you have to make the presentation and be present on early in the morning, clearing all the pointers and everything. घर आके वो बोलता है and then he says कि no, I'm busy, I have some plans. Then boss threatens that you'll lose your job or something like that, right? Then he comes back home, tells his wife, what my boss has requested me to this. It's an important presentation, so I have to make it because he has requested me to do that and all. So it's on the similar lines, this
Yeah.
entire fiasco. Bilateral, अगर ये सही है ना boss, then it's hilarious.
Yeah.
ICC has
Interesting
nothing
for
to do
sure.
with
Yeah.
bilaterals. I hope it is wrong,
Yeah.
uh, from the sanity point of view. But you never know with Pakistan, anything is possible. And then
No,
then
they would
then
have
their
asked.
warriors.
I'm sure they would have tried. They would have tried for it. But I don't think ICC is in any position to say that we will ask India to play bilaterals with you. No, I don't think so.
And also the handshake thing. There is no written document on the handshake part, right? It's just it's not a rule of the game, right? It's just a
Yeah, it's
spirit.
not.
It's in this right spirit of the game. And I still believe that uh, handshake probably that entire scenario could have been fiasco could have been avoided. But again, now if that has been done in the Asia Cup, I think I'm pretty much sure that trend will get continued in the World Cup game as well. So I don't think if Pakistan has any leverage with respect to the ICC as over there as such. Uh,
Yeah.
Bangladesh point of view, I think Suresh, one more important point would be, and let's talk from both Bangladesh's as well as ICC's point of view, right? From the Bangladesh's point of view, I think that was a huge loss. Like you mentioned, even if they are able to, ICC is able to sort of compensate with respect to the revenue, let's assume hypothetically, then also the loss to their fans, loss to their cricketers
Mm.
is immense. I mean, cricketers live. This is their dream to sort of represent their country in a World Cup, right?
Mm.
And it doesn't happen. I know T20 World Cup happens every couple of years, but a lot of players probably who are there right now would not be there with the next
Yeah.
World Cup in 2028 probably, and
Yeah.
that loss is tremendous, and that will impact the morale of the upcoming cricketers as
Yeah.
well. Like, because that's certainly a chaotic thing, and as a player, I would not be really really happy with the board's decision or
Mm.
board's handling rather in these kind of situations. The second would be the fan base. I know a lot of fans would be backing the government, backing their players, which is a good thing to do. We in India would also probably do that, but that loss, I mean, just imagine if India is not participating in a cricket World Cup. They are as passionate as India and Pakistani,
Yeah.
crowds, right? No questions are, no doubts over there. They're really passionate bunch of people. From the ICC's point of view, I think even though we got a Scotland team, instead of Bangladesh, but the kind of fan base Bangladesh has, I think that is
Yeah.
also lucrative for ICC, and they
Yeah.
have to ensure that you cannot ignore that base. Let's be honest about it, right? Uh,
Mm.
so we'll have to wait and watch. Probably that's the reason it's kind of a win-win or lose-lose situation for both ICC and
Yeah.
Bangladesh board at this point of time, and probably that's why ICC would have sort of thought about it and not putting any sanctions or probably compensating for their revenue would might make sense from the longer term perspective. Is my thought process here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I don't think they should compensate them. I mean that it's. I mean, it's you were given options. You were told everything was prepared for you, ready. So and then you backed out, based on something which is a unilateral call completely, right? Like, the ICC was not even given a chance to put forward their position or have a security arrangement, have a discussion, nothing. So a unilateral decision taken by Bangladesh. I don't know. I think they should suffer the losses. That's unfortunate. And like you said, even not just financially, but a lot of loss in terms of morale, in terms of fan base also, right? So it's really unfortunate. Sanctions, yeah. I mean, probably I don't know what discussion happened. I don't know if just because Pakistan backed out, sanctions won't happen against Bangladesh. I don't understand what the relationship between Bangladesh and Pakistan is. So it's very weird. I mean, I can't. I'm not truly sure if. I mean, ICC can always say that, you know what, we have lost this revenue and we're going to penalize you for it. So that will be completely fair. That's what I feel.
Mm, I mean, we'll have to wait and watch. Probably the game is gonna happen. One
Mm.
thing is for sure, and then again,
Yeah.
I mean, from the board's point of view, I know whatever the fans, Pakistani social media warriors, they want to put it across, and I think it was a typical classic case of spitting and licking the same, within the matter of days. So that's my summary, at least of the entire fiasco. I think cool. I think let's move on and let's talk about cricket. And we have
Yeah.
had
I mean, I probably we can quickly discuss this match also, right? I mean, I know that the Premadasa is a relatively slow pitch, and Pakistan has three spinners also. Whatever said and done, Nawaz, Shadab, and Abrar. I mean, as a team, they bowled well, and three different varieties also. Do you think it'll be a closer match than previous matches? I know, like you mentioned last time, Asia Cup final also was relatively closer, but or do you think India is still way ahead?
see from the skill point of view, even if you incorporate the pitch and everything, all the other factors, I would say it's still 70-30 in favor of India,
Mm.
or 75-25 maybe. Uh, but Pakistan on their day can definitely surprise you. I mean, we've seen that historically. We
Yeah,
almost saw that in the Asia Cup final as well. But at this point of time, I think the skill gap is huge, as well as the mental block which the Pakistani players have against their Indian counterparts. I think fairly visible. From the pitch point of view, I think India is also well equipped to sort of tackle that. I know India's got a line, players or batters like Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, and all those folks who probably love the ball onto the bat and they love
mm,
those kind of wickets. But again, having said that, we've also got a skill of Surya Kumar, Tilak, Hardik, and all those guys who can fairly bat on any of the wicket. Even Abhishek and Ishan, I mean, on their day, irrespective of the wicket, they can go really
yeah,
berserk in the power play. So we'll have to wait and watch. And so far, whatever we have seen, at least in the other SSC, I think even in the current game which is happening between us,
yeah,
Pakistan and USA, pitch is not that slow, right? It's not a typical Sri Lankan
mm,
pitch. You saw Pakistan scoring 190 odd in this game, and chasing on USA is already 50 for one in 6 overs or something. So it's not those sluggish Sri Lankan pitches yet. Maybe it might be a
yeah.
different factor in the at Premadasa, but we'll have to wait and watch.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think just because the spinners maybe, like you said, maybe a 70-30, otherwise it would have been an 80-20 or 90-10 for India for sure. And I think, yeah, and I mean, somebody like I like the way Saib Zara Farhan played again today. The guy
Yeah.
seems very confident. And I'm sure
Yes.
he will bring up his A game against India. I mean, that's where all his popularity is, right? So, so I'm sure that will come back again. But I mean, yeah, I think the guys like Bumrah, Harshit, and Arshdeep Rana are too good, and somebody like Hardik, who's such a clutch player. These sort of players, they like this thrive. They thrive in these competitions, right? And people like him want that challenge. And playing a Pakistan, playing on the biggest stage against the biggest rival, yeah, I think that mental difference is one of what's going to make the big thing. I mean, that's going to be the difference between those two teams. And the way Pakistan has been distracted by all this random crap around the politics of the game, which India doesn't have. I mean, even when they asked Surya Kumar Yadav, he's like, we are traveling, we are going for the match, we know we are playing. So they have been prepared for that. And yeah, I mean, I know India's. I think the next match is in Sri Lanka, if I'm not wrong. So maybe some sort of preparations will happen there. But
No,
no,
the next game is
in
in Delhi. Delhi.
in Delhi.
Namibia.
Okay, okay.
Namibia is, yeah, it's in Delhi. But I
In
think India
Delhi,
has
yeah. So
played enough
maybe,
on those Sri Lankan wickets, so
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think that should be.
yeah, yeah. And that, I mean, the fact that Pakistan has played there all the matches and India has not, maybe that could be something. But some
I mean, the
novelty
stadium is
factor, I guess.
different. The
Yeah, yeah.
stadium is
Stadium is
different.
different. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I don't think it should be that big of an issue. And if you are a world class team, you are expected to sort of perform in
yeah.
Indian conditions as well. So I'm not too much concerned about there. I
Mm,
still feel India has this kind of skill. India has got the that gap is huge, at least from
mm,
the face of it. Cool. I
yeah,
think another important pointer, which I think we should definitely discuss. The World Cup is in third or fourth day now, and we have seen some classic games: Netherlands versus Pakistan, Nepal England game. All these
yeah.
associate nations are I kind of punching above their weights, and they're making life tough for these full time and a biggies like India, England, and all those folks, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. And something like Nepal, right? I mean, it's not just performance, right? It's the fact that I mean, the way they took on Jofra Archer, that is crazy. And Adil Rashid, I mean, these are like guys who have played T20 all their life. They're so experts in it. They consider the best in the world, right? And no fear, no, just absolute no fear. And like, I probably want to discuss this with you, right? Like, it's been a long time that these associates are there. and we know that they're now good. I mean, they're now no more just playing one-off matches and having those one-off upsets. They're especially the format like T20 where there is enough opportunity. It's a shorter format. Upsets can happen more frequently. I think
Yeah.
it's time that these sort of teams are now so ready, and maybe I'm not giving names, but maybe there are teams in the current 10-12 setup who are probably lesser equipped than these guys. And maybe I should think through, what, let's have more bilaterals with these guys. Let's give
Yeah.
them an opportunity. I mean, Nepal and all, like how you mentioned, right? Bangladesh, similar to Bangladesh, it's a crazy fan base. Every match in the Nepal is completely full. I mean, I think West Indies did a bilateral tournament against them, and that too, I think Nepal won that bilateral series against West Indies. So it's not even like it's not just upsets anymore, right? These guys are ready, and I think it's time ICC decides to have more bilaterals with them. Like how Afghanistan was taken to the next stage, and now Afghanistan is ready to play against the bigger teams.
Yeah.
I think a guys like Nepal, guys like Ireland, maybe should be given more opportunities.
No, no, valid, absolutely valid point, Fulation. For the greater good of the game as well. You
Yeah,
need these guys to sort of step up and perform at a level which they are trying to in this tournament. Especially with Nepal, man, their fan base was crazy. That Wankade, it was more like an Indian game over there. The fans were all over the place and probably creating those noise, and it was a must be heartbreaking as a Nepali fan. They were probably on the verge of causing the biggest upset
yeah,
till date in the T20 World Cup. We talk about that, England, Ireland, I think back in 2009,
yeah.
would have been huge, man.
USA,
This one.
Pakistan, those sort of things. Yeah,
And yeah, yeah, yeah. And this again, the Pakistan Netherlands game as well. It was matter of that drop
huh.
catch.
Yeah.
Even India USA game, had that catch cotton bolt of Surya Kumar. Had it
Offside.
been
Yeah,
taken, the scenario would have been different. Could have been different.
yeah, yeah,
But still, I think at the end, the margin was significant. But at least for this Nepal game and the Pakistan Netherlands game, I think it was damn close, too close for their
yeah,
comfort, kind of thing. I'm
yeah,
also of the opinion that you should have more bilaterals. Teams like India, England, Australia, and all these guys to sort of uh,
yeah,
should come up and probably play more bilaterals or a triangular series or those kind of things. And T20 cricket is the future of the game. We all know that. If you want
yeah,
to take cricket to other countries like European countries or more African countries, I think T20 is the format which will serve the purpose. So I think we are on the right track. This World Cup could probably be a milestone
yeah.
kind of a milestone in this direction. Wherein we got around 20 teams and putting up their fight against the biggies. I think it's gonna be one heck of a tournament.
Yeah, yeah, and like how we are excited for a football tournament, right? Where we know that
Yeah,
there are teams from all continents playing. Like a New Zealand maybe playing with Ivory Coast somewhere in Africa, something like that. So
yeah,
same way, and Italy is playing in Oman. I mean, we don't see all this in cricket often, and it's so good to see that in the World Cup tournament this time. And I really support this format. I mean, I'm okay having one-off, one-sided matches, but that's okay. That's fine. I think teams are putting up their best fight, and everybody's ready to show their best. And I think that's how. And at least once in 2 years, I mean, that's the least you can give a chance to these guys, man. And maybe like how we discussed, right? That tier system of
Hmm.
8 good teams and others playing, and if they're really good, maybe relegate them. It also puts the pressure on the top 8 to perform better, right? I mean, like whatever said and done, some teams have been substandard, and they've been substandard for a long time. So maybe it forces them also to probably play better. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, fair point. Teams like West Indies and all, even Bangladesh for that matter, they have been
Bangladesh, yeah,
there
yeah,
for quite some time. Have really not been able to step up. Maybe and the other side of the spectrum could be Afghanistan, who have like really upped their game,
yeah,
over the past few years. So Afghanistan could be a very big inspiration, and I'm really hoping that teams like Italy, Netherlands were there in the early part of 2000s, but
yeah,
unfortunately did not pan out well for them. Nepal is definitely gonna be the next pick, next
yeah.
Afghanistan over this decade, over the next couple of years for sure. I'm really bullish on Nepal cricket.
Yeah, and looking forward to some very close. See, assuming Nepal also comes forward, right? Then the Asian cricket looks so rich now. I mean, all these
Yeah,
4 5 teams playing together and playing so well, and everybody has their strong fan base also. It's good economically, good financially for everyone. I mean, like you said, maybe BCCI should do a proper Asia Cup with all these teams together, just 4 5 teams, and maybe do it every year. I mean, if possible, good revenue for all the boards as well. Yeah,
yep, fair point. Cool. I think we'll keep an eye on the tournament. We'll have more chats. Probably one before the India Pakistan
yeah,
game. Uh, we'll try to sort of dissect that one, or preempt what to expect from from that game, and then we'll obviously come back after the game as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Thank
let's
you so
catch
much,
up for
guys.
the
Thank
show
you.
before that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you.
sure. See you. Bye.